Okay, so we are playing Slay the Princess. I'm so excited. This is one that I have been really, really excited about for a while, and I have had nothing spoiled for me, so I'm really looking forward to it. I have no idea what I'm getting into, except that the art style looks like it is definitely for me, and I have seen a couple um, thumbnails, and those thumbnails seem to affirm that this is for me. So, let's get into it. I don't even, yeah, let's just get into it. Nihongo. Here we go. English. English. All right, there it is. Black Tabby. Serenity Forge. Oh, I also got one of their other games. Was it called Silent Hollow, I think? It was an early access game, so I'm gonna do that too. This horror game is not intended for all audiences. Slay the Princess contains flickering images. Okay, good to know, so please keep that in mind. If either of these affect your health, you can disable them. I am gonna do the full thing, just because I really want the full experience. Um, but yeah, okay. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Huh. Okay. The pristine cut. Yeah, this was what I'm not sure if this is like a DLC or something, but this was the one that I downloaded. So what's preferences about? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just gonna keep everything the way it is. Oh, wait a second. Let me make sure there's not I don't have to deal with music being a problem. Is there? I should have looked into that. Okay, well, I hope none of this gets flagged. Okay, let's go. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Oh my gosh, this is totally my kind of game.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ooh, there's a narrator.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, princess in basement
You're
of
here
cabin.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, interesting. Oh, explore. Wait, what? Why do these all say explore? Oh, these are just different ways I can. I see. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to be the end of the world is because she's locked up? Yeah, I mean, killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Oh, these are so many different choices. This is interesting. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Interesting. I'm gonna choose the silent path. Not gonna say anything.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, but do I believe a word you say?
We're not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero. Am I the hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, he's the hero. Some other person. Okay. Proceed to the cabin. So I am an entity. Like a dictator entity,
The
I
interior
guess?
of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
What am I?
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Interesting. Do I click these?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade, enter the basement. Well, I I'm not going to take the blade. I'm just going to enter the basement, because I don't know what's going on, so I just want to observe.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
I like this narrator.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, I don't trust this narrator, but let's go.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Okay, is she a siren?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi. Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. Lie and say I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. I'm not gonna say a thing.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
I didn't tell you what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's go.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is she chained down here? And that's a heavy chain. For a tiny princess?
She's
Kinda sus.
beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Well, I mean, us beautiful people, we know who we're threatening. Anyway, continue.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk for a bit. I'll see what I can do. No, we're gonna talk.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating? Or drinking? Very good question. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other a little better, while I decide what to do with you. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve blade. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. Interesting. I don't trust you for shite right now, but I would like to know what you've been eating.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has a lot to do with a lot of things, and why are you dodging it?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
It is relevant. It's completely
Okay,
relevant.
But actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Right. I don't know anything about you. I was sent here to slay you. I'm going to keep you locked away. Sorry, I just don't trust you. I'm not going to let you out. Because I don't know what's going on and you dodged my question. Wait down here for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do with you.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Well, what have you been eating?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Well, you're a little snarky for someone asking for help.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
Interesting.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Well, you give me bad vibes. I'm gonna go
Thank
retrieve your bait.
You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. Fine, turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains?
Okay.
She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah, so why is she asking for my help?
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
This is cool. I like this game.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago,
She
there's only a
gnawed
severed arm.
her
its
arm
cooling
off?
flesh still chained to the wall. And
Cool.
she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I think we got off the wrong foot. How to start over? I think I'm peeking in my mic. Hang on. There you go. I got a new headset, and I'm very happy that I got a new one because my old one was being a jank. She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Well, I don't know where she is.
Your eyes dart to the corners
Go ahead and
of
finish
the
this, I
room.
guess. If
You
I
don't
die, I
see
die.
her.
This is my choice, I guess.
Where is she?
Close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
Or she's locked me in here. Come on out, let's just
I
get this
can
over
wait.
with.
I'm very patient.
Oh, she's in here. Okay. Then I'll
do
wait.
your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Venturing to I'm just
You
gonna keep
wait
waiting.
for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
You barely even realize that you've started to drift off.
I'm dead.
Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
Nice. Look at that picture. Oh, this is cool.
There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark,
Huh.
and you die.
So I am, but am not the hero? Like
You're
I'm the
on a
dictator for the
path
hero.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay
Okay.
her.
All right.
If you don't,
This is interesting. I
it
really
will
like
be
this.
the end of the world.
Does this autosave? Or do I need to save it like myself? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we save it like we would in like Doki Doki or something. Visual novel was really what I was supposed to say, but my brain was not. Can I click on other things? I don't really see other things I can click on. Okay. So. Ooh, I can say I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Interesting. Okay, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Proceed to the cabin. You know, let's go ahead and
I
ask.
can
see what the
assure
narrative
you that
thinks.
you're not dead.
Uh-huh.
And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess.
Yeah, I know that.
literally told you that a second ago.
Yeah, but what am I doing here? Like,
If he doesn't
what?
remember what happened, then Maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, so the hero remembers, but the narrator doesn't? Or is the narrator playing a game?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's
Wait, was that
forcing
a
you to
hunt?
do anything, though the only sensible
What
thing
did that
for
name
you to
say?
do
Did it
right
say
now
hunter?
is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
What did that say? Did that... I don't know if I just blinked and was... Whatever, it's fine. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this did really happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me,
Stanley
or at
Parable.
least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Uh-huh.
We did our best with the information we were given, and yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Uh-huh.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Huh. Interesting.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Yeah. Yeah, that's valid.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Interesting. So then, like, the world would have...
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Well,
Or
the
do you
door
think that
was
the
shut.
princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, the door was magically shut.
All the more reason to keep our wits about us. Should we even return to the cabin? We could find a safe little hole somewhere instead.
Voice of the hunted, not hunter. Hunted. Voice of the hunted. Okay, so now it's like I have an internal voice. One is I am a hero, the other is I am the hunted. That's really cool. Oh, this game. This game is exactly my style. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Echo, for the recommendation, because I totally forgot about it. I'm gonna turn down my voice a little bit more, because I think during the homebody playthrough it was really low, and then during this one it's really loud, so let's find out. Okay.
You have to go to the cabin. If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole. There's no escaping your responsibility here.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
No, you're wanting me to slay somebody, and you're not even going to give me info? Alright, she killed me last time around. How do I make sure that doesn't happen again? Well, I mean, I could have brought the knife in with me. She killed me by ripping me to pieces. Don't get me wrong, I hated it. But how can someone like that end the world? Valid inquiry. To quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she able to rip me apart with her bare hands? Who locked her in a basement, and what is this place? Care less who at the moment, and more... How can someone like that end the world?
Just can.
Uh-huh.
Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in that basement. And
Okay,
I told you
people.
what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I mean, I don't trust the narrator either. I feel like both of you guys, both the narrator and the princess, like, the princess may be in awful states because of what's been done to her. Ooh, this is a finger? Oh, that's fun. I like that. Use the fingy. Alright, so you're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going
No,
into
not
more
really,
detail would just
obviously.
overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
Good. Is the narrator also my
Not to
voice?
sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
The narrator might be me.
You're afraid, aren't you? Just like us. Of course I'm afraid. Fear is an extremely normal thing to feel when the fate of the entire world is at stake.
I think the narrator
That's
might be
not the only
me.
thing you're afraid of.
It doesn't say voice
You're
of the
scared
narrator,
of
but...
something worse. Stop projecting your neuroses onto me and just get to the cabin already.
Interesting. If people locked her away, why wouldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, of course.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special.
Oh, you're so
Why
special.
else would you be here?
Because...
Special can mean all sorts of things.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm here
Don't
with
let it
the...
make you careless. We need clear thoughts and pricked ears.
I guess I'll say this just to say it.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
That's all, I guess.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Well, if I don't even know this whole world and all I know is its path and the trees, I don't really care.
Yes, we're safe for taking flight.
I'm not even taking flight. I just felt like turning around and leaving.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Fine, you're persistent of it. No. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yeah. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Continue quietly down the path away from the cabin. Yeah,
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Sweet.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
So this world is a load of shoosh. Turn around again. Leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't
Yes.
you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've
thank
already
you.
outlined the stakes of the situation. If you
Did
don't
you?
do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Well, I died and I came back. It's fine. Also, I don't know who this everyone
Fine.
is. All I know are the
Turn
voices in
around
my head.
and trek back down the path you came.
Yep, bye.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
Thoughts like us shouldn't be here. Interesting. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder, as something other comes close. Okay. Ooh, hands! Oh, these are beautifully done. Look at these hands. Ah, I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with the art here. This is just lovely. Oh, this is lovely. Anyway, sorry. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Oh no! Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. Is it? I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Oh, okay. This is an Amber wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with it. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. I mean, I'm all for it. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Ooh. Denial. Return to your destined path or
You're on
face
a
the
path
consequences.
in the woods,
The
and at the
real
end of that
Slay the
path
Princess starts
is a
here.
cabin.
You'll know it when you see it.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So what I was reading, it didn't appear on the screen in my OBS, I guess but there were notifications that I got that said I got some achievements. The real Slay the Princess starts here. Okay, let's go. I'm having fun. I like this. All right, let's go back. I like this. I like this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, well, let's just end the world and start a new one. Why not? Note, you can skip previously seen dialogues by hitting tab on your keyboard or... Oh, on your controller. Okay. I was like, right? I'm having too much fun. I like this. Okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the reason is because she's
While
locked
I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I live to annoy you.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
That is very
true. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. Yep. There is no changing that.
I mean, no, it's very true. That's actually why I didn't pick that the first time. Because I think that way of thinking is pretty dumb. Because if what's already happened, like, okay, if she had not been locked up, back up. If having her locked up made her the vengeful spirit that she is that makes her destroy the world, yes, it would have been better if she hadn't been locked up, but she was. And I can't go in the past to fix that. So, the end result is the same. Whether I try to help her or not, she is at the point where she just wants to end the world. So, just go ahead and kill her, I guess. Could be ways to talk with her, which was the first route that I was doing. I was going to see if I could talk with her, but she dodged me, didn't answer anything, and I was like, okay, Chica, you gonna be like that. I guess you gonna get these hands. But then she gave me her hands, and I was like, oh, well, hand, only one. The other one was on the floor. Whatever. Anyway, let's go.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I mean, that's very true. I actually agree with that viewpoint.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Well, if there was a way to talk to her, that would have been great. I would have preferred that. Of course, there were other things I probably could have said, but I chose the food thing. But that was bothering me. And she got really testy really fast. And I was like, alright, beach? The end of the world. What are you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? We already went there. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted off on Marnark. Alright, so... I'm thinking, what's gonna give me something? You know what? What are you talking about? The end of the world. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. Before you go in, she will lie. We're not
Sure,
going to
whatever.
go through with this, right? Ignore him. You don't.
I'm going to the cabin. Where's the voice of the hunted? Not in here yet?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and the blade is your
Blade is my implement. I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Ooh, I have a little stabby stab. Stabby stab. Ooh, you can stab me.
The door to the basement creaks
Stab,
open,
stab.
revealing a staircase
Oh, wait, that was the other way.
illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. The princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know what's happening. I wasn't paying attention. God, I'm a kid. That's fun though. Stop.
Voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Ooh.
Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking it. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I mean,
Focus on the task at hand.
it's so the wrong way again. Why is that fun? I have no business finding that funny. Okay. Hey, what's up?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No. Why would you even think of that? This is just in my head. Okay, yeah, you got me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Yep.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I mean, I already saw
She's
it.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
What if she's bluffing? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? Whatever.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Ah, look at my hand. So that really is my hand. Very interesting. I like this. I like this. I love this game.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Flea and locker? No. We already started. Let's go.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Doesn't do our friend in herself. Shit. Yeah, I think all of these voices are just my internal voices. This is really interesting.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This is the picture that I've seen the most. This is such a beautiful picture. It's well done. Gosh, the art style is just gorgeous.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No, I really don't.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, that's fun. That's
You're on a
fun.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I love this game. All right, I'm definitely coming back to it. I have to get. I have a class I need to get to, so I have to go. But oh, I love this game. I'm sorry if the volume levels were really off this recording. Sorry. The getting used to the new stuff. I will fix it in the next video, okay? And I will do my best to fix as much as I can in my editing. All right. Love y'all. Stay gorgeous. Mwah.